Hey everybody, welcome to Brick Vault. Today's another LEGO Weekly News Update. Mostly Star Wars news this week, hardly anything else really. Links to everything I'm talking about and more are in the description below if you want to get more info. And before I jump in, first, let me just say that the custom building instructions that have popped up in the web store this week are from Louis Meany, aka Built Bricks, and there are 3 more custom LEGO lightsaber instructions in the lineup. Well, 4 technically, because Asajj Ventress has 2 sabers. Basically, these are just more dark side user lightsabers. There is the Old Master Maul lightsaber, Savage Opress's lightsaber, and then also the double sabers from Asajj Ventress. Full video in the description below. Links to the web store, brickvault.toys, all in the description below. And all right, let's jump into the reveals for the Star Wars diorama sets. There are 3 so far. I remember hearing about the trash compactor some time ago. I can't tell based on the pictures if this is a gear operated system that closes the walls of either side of the trash compactor. Maybe you just push them in, but it is a pretty fun looking build and it's kind of interesting. It's got this sort of fancier, cleaner black border that's raised up a little bit to identify it as a diorama, a collection set. And then there is this, I believe, printed piece that has a quote from the scene. The back of the set is not particularly good looking. There's a lot of understuds, and then it does have the area for R2 and C-3PO that are working on shutting down the trash compactor sequence. I suppose you can think of it as like an Easter egg or a hidden gem. It's not really anything that should be put on display. It's not what the set is for. All said and done, that is 6 minifigures, 802 pieces, $90. You might get an exclusive expression or 2, though I'm not totally sure. I think these are all figs that we've already gotten. And then the next set is Dagobah Jedi Training. Exactly 1,000 pieces, which is, I think, the only LEGO set I know of that has exactly 1,000 pieces. It will sell for $79.99. The X-Wing wings sticking out of the swamp is an awesome touch. It really makes the whole scene. And it goes without saying that Yoda's hut looks pretty darn good here as well. And the last and smallest set of this new diorama line is the Death Star Trench Run. 665 pieces, it sells for $60, no figs, and it is one of these micro scale designs and possibly one of the more well-treaded and replicated scenes done in LEGO bricks. I can't tell you how many times I've seen mocks of a similar scale done of this exact scene. This is Luke's trench run where he's got Vader and 2 TIE fighters on his back right before the Millennium Falcon comes in for a rescue. The greebles look pretty darn excellent. I like the printed piece for R2 on the top of the X-Wing, as well as the cockpit printed pieces for the TIE fighters themselves. Curious to know what you guys think about this new line of diorama sets. I'm sure there are going to be more of these iconic Star Wars scenes to come down later in the year. Do you think they're good? They're bad? Do they need more figs, less figs, more exclusivity, less exclusivity? And of course, what are your predictions maybe for other dioramas in the future? The Bounty Hunter lineup would be a pretty fun one. There's also been a first look reveal at an upcoming Republic fighter tank set. This is set number 75342. Not a ton of info is out for this set yet, but it does come with the Mace Windu and purple clone troopers, which according to the breakdown from Brickset is something that originated from Star Wars Legends. The build is kind of interesting with the upside down U-wing cockpit style windscreen as the front of the tank that folds open, and we'll have to wait a little bit more for closer details and more information on the set. Also, there was an update from TT Games. It was originally thought that character customization was going to be included in the new Skywalker Saga game, but it has been confirmed now that there is no character customization for this game, but there will be over 300 characters to choose from. Curious to know what you guys think about this. It's not a massive part of the game, but I do find it personally a little surprising that they would remove this feature, considering it doesn't seem like a particularly difficult thing to add into the functions. All right, that's it for Star Wars news, but LEGO has also announced a new game called LEGO Bricktales. This actually does look pretty interesting, and I'm telling you, it is a step in the right direction in terms of functionality for a larger game based on custom building. This is essentially a modular puzzle game with different environmental themes. You will be provided an opportunity to use a certain number of pieces, a certain quantity of pieces to build a certain object or thing in order to complete a task, and it looks like there's a real interactive physics element to it. So you have to balance out a flying craft in a way where it'll actually be able to take off without falling to one side, forward or back, and then land again. You might have to build a bridge that needs to be able to stay together so you can cross it, and who knows, I think there's a variety of different things that all need to work within a certain set of physical parameters. This is a really cool element, and depending on how easy or difficult it is to make builds happen, I could see a platform like this being super fun to play around with. Before we jump into ideas, it has been officially confirmed that there is an Avatar theme coming down the way, and in this last week, 3 new sets got 10,000 votes of support for ideas. From the builder Nerdy Legoist, this is Satisfactory Constructor. The model Farm Life from Ben Luisa also got 10,000 votes of support, as well as Pneumatic Steam Locomotive from the designer Alfred Boyer. Alrighty, that is it for the top stories of the week. Let me know what you guys think about the upcoming Star Wars sets. Link to the new lightsaber video is also in the description below if you want to check that out. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. If you enjoy our content, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll see you next time at Brick Vault.